And then once you've done that, release the arms, sweep up. I'm giving you a really quick warm up. And then start folding forward, taking our time with the first sun salutation. Inhale halfway, give it time, lengthen back. And exhale, fold. Grab the elbows with the opposite hand, swing side to side a few times. Loosen the back of your neck as well. Maybe turn your head side to side a few times. Give it one more halfway lift when you're ready, placing the hands onto the shins. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Hold in high plank. Shoulders away from the ears, tight tummy. Drop the knees, circle into wrists. Preparing wrist joints one way or the way. If you want to take bigger circles, maybe take it all the way towards your heels with your bum. Feel free, or just stay with the wrists. Take one more breath. And then come back to center and lie down on your front. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders. So I'm gliding the heels of my hands towards the hips, pressing feet into the mat. And inhale into mini cobra. Keep the back of your neck long. Exhale, bring it onto the mat. Couple more without rushing and making sure you're pressing the feet into the mat. Last time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, come down. Sitting through child's pose, we are taking our time. Inhale, sit back, exhale, tuck the toes and lift the bum up into downward dog. Pedal the heels. Lengthen neck and arms and tailbone up to the ceiling. Make your way to the front of the mat. I'm taking low steps. You feel free to jump if you want. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Rounded back, restacking vertebra. Coming into standing position. And reach the arm up. Inhale. Exhale into heart center. And let's start again with a little bit faster sun salutation. Circle around, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Let's just stop in high plank. Let's do a side plank to your right. You can drop the right knee or flick the heels over to your right. And lift the left arm. I'm stacking the left foot on top of the right straight away, holding it for one more breath. Again, bending the right knee. Dropping it onto the mat is good. Come back to high plank. Take a breath here. Lengthen the neck. And side plank the other way. I'm flicking heels to the left, lifting right arm, stacking shoulders and hips. And feet if it's there. Come back to high plank. Inhale forward to prepare for your chaturanga. Exhale, drop the knees if you want, or sink through. Inhale, cobra upward dog, pressing the feet into the mat. Leave the ears out of the shoulders. And sit back into downward dog. Bend the knees slightly. And flip the heels over to your right, turning the knees to your right, dropping the hips towards your right, sorry. I'm totally lying. Knees to the left, hips to the right. Come back to center, drop the heels to the left. Knees are pointing to the right. And feel that side stretch. Come back to center. Take a big inhale, look to the front. Exhale, make your way to the front. Feet hip distance. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Round your back, roll up. Sweep the arms up on the top. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do one more sun salutation, leaving out the side plank. Circle around, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga if you're ready, or take your time. Meet me in downward dog. Inhale, cobra upward dog, opening the front of the body, lengthening the sides of your neck. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take another stretch here, finding static stretch. Lift the right heel into three-legged dog. Keep the hips square and squeeze the right glute. Feel free to keep the left heel off the mat. Bring the right foot out towards your right. You might need to square your hips a bit more. And I'm lifting the right foot out to the right side of the mat, but keeping it high. Lots of good glute strength. Draw the belly button in and breathe. Keep the left arm straight if you can. Bring it back to center and up behind you. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, tap the right knee to the right tricep and replace your right hand with the right foot. Bend the front knee and sweep the right arm up, easy twist, and hold. Roll the shoulders back away from your ears. Extend the fingertips towards the ceiling. Bring the right hand on the inside of the right foot and walk the hands in the middle of the mat, wide-legged forward fold straight away. I'm turning on the right heel, walking the hands in the middle, turning the feet parallel. Give it a halfway lift once you're there. Inhale and exhale, fold with a slight bend in the knees. Feel the hamstrings, inner thigh stretching. Take one more breath. And we are sitting onto the back of the mat, onto the left heel into a side lunge straight away. Slowly make your way over there. I'm walking the hands. I'm turning feet, rearranging knees, hips, and finding the depth. The first stretch on the left side. Make sure you're keeping the left heel on the inside of the left knee. Stay higher if you want. And lift the spine at some point. You might be able to take the hands off the mat. And maybe hands to heart center, see where you are. Walking through wide-legged forward fold, bum up. A little stretch here, just for breath. And walk to runner's lunge to the front of the mat, bending right knee, framing the right foot. Sweep both arms up, crescent lunge. Take a big inhale. Sink into the front knee, tug the pelvis and feel the front of your left hip. As you exhale, release the shoulders away from the ears. Supported warrior 3. Sweep the fingertips towards the front of the mat. Using blocks is always good. Once you have the balance, lift the left heel, flex the left foot, level the hips, and lift the left heel slightly higher than your hip. Point the left toes to the mat. Feel the strength in the left glute. Spread your right toes. Make sure you have the balance. Bend the right knee and start hinging up into stalk. I'm lifting the shoulder first. You can bend the knee. Lift the left knee into the chest. Hug it in. Lift the spine, lift the pelvic floor, draw the belly button in. Let's start stretching the hamstrings. I'm hugging underneath my left thigh, my hamstrings, shoulders back, and see how far you can extend the left knee. It might be just a little bit, and that's okay. You might be able to straighten it out and draw the belly button in. Bend the left knee. Push into a quick warrior 3 and land the right fingertips onto the mat into half moon pose. Find the core strength. I've got arms by my side as I'm transitioning. Warrior 3. Right fingertips on the mat, maybe on the block. Lift the left arm up and open the body out to the left side. Half moon pose. Take one more breath. Bend the right knee and step into warrior 2. Very careful and slow. Land the left foot in the back. Ooh, I've nearly fallen over. Find a T shape with the arms and find the length between the 2 heels. Bend the right knee above the right ankle. Release the tension in your neck. I'm going to reverse the warrior, but I'm lifting the right heel off of the mat at the same time. Flip the right palm. Reverse and reach up. See if the right heel comes off as you're sinking into the right knee. And hold. You can bind if you want. I've got left hand on the left thigh. Triangle. Right heel flat. Straighten the right knee. Bring the arms into a T. Travel the right fingertips towards the front. Flip the palms out to the left side and start leaning over. You can go lower if you want, or stay on your shin, on your thigh with the right hand. Point the left fingertips towards the ceiling. Send the crown of your head to the front of the mat, rather than to the left side of the mat. Turning into an airplane lunge. I'm bending the right knee. I'm lifting the shoulders slightly, and I'm sweeping both arms by my side as I'm leveling the hips. Standing split. Fingertips on the mat. You can do a supported warrior 3 again. Lift the left heel, and this time maybe lift it higher. Bend your right knee slightly and drop the chest. See if you can put a bit more stretch into the right hamstrings. See if you can squeeze your left glute harder to lift the left foot higher. We stretch out the IT band here. Land the left foot behind your right heel, crossing the ankles. Inhale into a flatter back. You might want to put the hands onto the shins and then start folding towards the thighs again. See if you can keep the left leg straight. And if you're folding towards your knees, you might feel something on the outside of your left thigh, calves. That you might feel it in your right hamstrings because they are burning slightly. Put your feet hip distance, untangle the ankles. Take a big inhale into a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Let's practice hand balance. Spread the fingertips. I'm going for crane. You feel free to sit into yogic squat to practice crawl. Tapping the kneecaps onto the back of your arms, and that's enough for me unless you want to lean into the fingertips. You might have the crane already, so feel free to hold it for a couple of breaths, maybe 3. Maybe just one heel in, maybe both heels in. Once you've done your drills, land with the feet hip distance, give it a halfway lift, fold onto the thighs again, and come up slowly into standing position. Roll your shoulders out and sweep the arms up. Inhale, standing cobra. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Meet me in downward dog if you want to leave out chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra Upward Dog with a long neck. And exhale, Downward Dog. Hold for a breath. Lift the left heel, three-legged dog. Keep the hips square. Find the core muscles and the straight arms. Let's work on the glutes. Push the left foot out to the left side. Keep it as high as you can. Keep the right arm straight. It's tricky. My bum is going for it. Almost cramping both ways. And that's how it should be. Bring the left heel up behind you, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, tap the left knee to the left tricep. Use the core muscles to give it a good squeeze if it's there. Replace your left hand with the left foot. Right hand flat, bend the left knee and sweep the left arm up. Easy twist. Hold. Keep bending the left knee so you feel the front of your right hip. Wide-legged forward fold. Bring the left hand onto the mat. And walk the hands in the middle. Turn the feet parallel. Inhale into a flat back once you're in the middle. And exhale, fold. Take a couple of breaths. Rock forward and backward onto the ball of your foot. Heel if it's there. Take the stretch slightly further. Side lunge, right heel, sitting to the back of the mat. I'm keeping fingertips on the mat, but whatever you did on the other side, have a little practice. And think about a flat back at some point, making sure the right elbow stays on the inside of the right knee. And you're feeling the inner thigh stretching and your groin opening. Going through wide-legged forward fold. Nice and slowly. Give it a little fold there. And runner's lunge in the front. Walk to your left foot, frame the left foot, and bend the left knee. Sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Take a big inhale. Exhale, settle into the lunge. Sit low, tuck the tailbone slightly. And again, the front of my right hip is stretching. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Supported warrior 3, I've got fingertips on the mat. Lifting the right heel, squeezing right glute. Bending left knee for now, leveling the hips. Make sure your right knee is straight if you can. And point the right toes to the mat. Draw the belly button in. Standing up into stalk, bend the left knee more, lift the shoulders first. And when you're ready, pour the right knee into your chest, hug it in. Long spine, maybe straighten the left knee to challenge your balance. Just remember in the future, if your hips are troubling you for any reasons, please don't change this bit. Because the next level after this can hurt your knee, not the next move, but in the next round. So remember this. Pushing through warrior 3, release, arms by your side, right heel to the back, straight back to start with leveling the hips and left fingertips on the mat. Half moon pose, use the block on the left fingertips, open the body out to the right, stack the shoulders and hips, flex the right foot out to the right side of the mat. Hold for a breath. Step into warrior 2. Bend the left knee. Land the right foot in the back of the mat. Nice and far. Arms in a T. Look over your left fingertips and sink in. Finding the stance wide. No tension in the shoulders. Reverse the warrior and lift the left heel if you can. Left fingertips up. I'm lifting left heel, sinking into the left knee even more. Bind with the right arm or keep it on your right thigh. Triangle, right heel flat, straighten the right knee, left heel flat, straighten left knee. Come up into a T with the arms, shift forward with the left fingertips and start hinging forward. Reach lower, or keep your left hand on the shin, thigh, right fingertips pointing up to the ceiling. Send the crown of your head to the front of the mat. Avoid leaning towards the right side of the mat. Turn into an airplane lunge. Bend the left knee first. Leveling the hips as the arms are coming by your side, lifting the right heel off the mat. Lots of balance here. Standing split if you're ready for it, or another supported warrior 3. Fingertips on the mat. And lift the right heel. Taking your time to squeeze the right glute. Drop the head and shoulders. Feel a bit more stretch in the left hamstrings. Feel the work in the right glute. Cross the right ankle behind the left heel. Give it a halfway lift. I'm putting hands onto the shins to lengthen back. And exhale forward. If you're keeping the right knee fairly straight, you might feel your IT band stretching, quite nervy. But bend the right knee a bit more if you need to. It's a connective tissue. It's not going to stretch as nicely as the muscle, but it's good for us. Bring the feet hip distance. Untangle the ankles. Hands on your shin, inhale into a halfway and exhale forward. You can leave out the hand balance practice, you can just fold. Well, let's see if you want to do another crane or crow if you want to sit your bum into yogic squat first. Have a little drill practice or maybe lift into your crane. Land in your forward fold and find yourself on your bum. You have the option to try and sit down from a squat, whether it's a narrow squat or yogic squat, and see how far you can sit down without lifting your heels. If they come off, that's okay. And maybe put the hands behind you. Find yourself on your bum. Straighten the left leg in front of you and let's do a spinal twist. Right foot across. Right hand behind you, lift the chest, left arm up, inhale, and exhale, press against the knee or hug it. Look over your right shoulder. Lovely. Untangle. Now listen, you have the option to stay here because I'm going to do the other side in a sec. But just for fun, I'm untangling, but the right foot stays there. And I'm going to stand up. So I'm going to turn around and stand up. Just going to show you again. Right leg. If you're straight, you line up with the long side of the mat, you might find you want to put the hands just by your side. So as you stand up, you're facing the long side of the mat, and that's what I'm looking for. Have a go with that. Just do that one more time. Otherwise, stay there because we are doing the other side. Stand up. And then find yourself on your bum again. If you want to have a little practice again, see what happens or leave it out. Meet me on your bum. And we stretch the spine the other way. Right leg straight, left foot across. Left fingertips behind you, long spine. Right arm up if you want, inhale. And exhale, press the elbow against the knee. Can untangle, and again you can stay here. Just remember, if I'm facing that way, when I'm standing up, I'll be facing that way, and that's what I'm looking for. Hands down, so this is my left foot onto my right, Hands onto my right, and I untangle, feet hip distance. Have a play, and just dangle down, whichever way you're facing. Now, if that is not quite there, you might just want to untangle and stand up, and that's okay. Once you've done that, roll up slowly. I'm going to have a play with something. I will give you some options. This is the end of your routine. Just have a look first, okay? If I'm folding and I'm going for a standing split, I'm going to lift the right leg. Bend the right knee and touch the left hand onto your right ankle. See if it's there. Have a little play. Left heel up, bend the left knee. Reach the right arm up and see if you can grab your ankle. If not, just have a go with a standing split. Have just a go each way and then straighten up slowly, so you're not putting too much pressure on your lower back. Now I'm going to show you the next bit, but I will talk you through it when we come to that. If I lift my right leg, if I grab my right ankle, I'm going to bend the left knee and straighten the right leg to the side. The tricky bit is coming. I'm going to sit down. And now I've got the spinal twist, but I'm facing the side of the mat. Right leg up. See if you just want to grab it, and you can lie down, sit down, and find a spinal twist. If you choose to, holding onto the right ankle, straighten it first. Help, lean into the right hand, sit down. Your right leg should be straight. Your left foot is across. Once you've done the spinal, just think about that. Do a spinal twist, it's quite nice. Now think about the fact when you're untangling and standing back up the same way. You're going to your right. You stand up and you're going to do a crane or a crawl. Have a play, okay? Have a play. I'm just going to give you the option. I can't untangle, that's too much. I'm standing up, I'm doing a crane, and that's good for me. Just going to talk you through the whole thing. Right leg up, grab the right ankle with the left hand, bend the left knee, pull through. Sit down, I'm facing the side of the mat. Spinal twist, looking over my left shoulder. Turning to my right, untangle, crane. If you're struggling, this is the hard bit for me, this is the hard bit, the whole standing up. If you're struggling with that, gather the legs, stand up and crane, because that's the fun part. Let's have a go with the other side. Just so you know what happens. Standing split, left heel up. Bending left knee. Right hand goes to the ankle. Bending right knee. Pulling it through and straightening the left leg. Leaning to the left hand. Sit down. This is a tricky one for me this side. A quick spinal twist. Hand in the front of the mat to your left. I can't stand up from here. Crane. I'm going through option, standing split. Sit down. Left leg out. Right leg across. On tango. Great. Ooh, I've nearly fallen on my face. Right guys, finish that side, have a quick sip of water, and we'll put the whole thing together. Just give me a quick thumbs up or down, something to tell me that confused, not so much, great, excited. Have a sip of water, let's put it together. I'm in the try new things today mood.
I think it's time for gallery view.
What's that?
It's definitely time for gallery view. I want to see 9 people all manage this all at once.
It will be interesting to watch it back, I think. I can't wait. Feet hip distance. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Meet me in chaturanga. Meet me in downward dog, go through chaturanga, leave it out. Make sure your neck is long when you open the body. Inhale, lift the right heel. 3-legged dog. Exhale, push the right foot out to the side. Now guys, option 1, just think about it. You don't have to have a look. You can push back into warrior 3. I'm trying. 3-legged dog. From here, try and step the right foot in line with the right heel of the hand without bending the knee. I'm coming forward and I'm stepping it down. And that's a lot more glutes. Have a go. Push back if you want and step through. Or step to the side, look to the front and land the right foot. Meet me with the right leg in the front. Nice. Right arm up, easy twist. Take a big inhale. You have the option to go through wide-legged forward fold or straight away sweep to the left heel into side lunge. I'm turning the hips. I'm sitting over. Elbow on the inside of the knee and I'm opening. Take your time to get there. Going through wide-legged forward fold is safer. Crescent lunge, again wide-legged forward fold is safe. I'm sweeping around, facing the right foot, sweeping the arms up. Inhale. We're gonna go slow so you can find your way there. Warrior 3, arms by my ears or by your side, lift the left heel. Sweep up into stalk, left knee in, and have a go with your big toe pose. First 2 fingers on the left side going on the inside of the left knee to the big toe. Draw the spine up long and see if you can extend without rounding the back. Stop here if nowhere else. However far you've extended, or maybe not, push the leg out to the side. And from here, find half moon pose, which means you release. You push the left foot back, right, fingertips to the mat, and open the body. Take your time. I normally fall over. Stack the shoulders and hips. Take a long step to the back into reversed warrior. Bend the right knee, left foot lands. Sweep the right arm up and lift the right heel if it's there. Sink into the right knee. Take a big inhale. Exhale, triangle, right heel flat. Extend the right knee. T-shape with the arms. Shift forward and lean over. Feel the length on your left side and the work in the core muscles. Going through airplane lunge, bend the right knee, square the hips, arm by your side. Get ready for standing split. Fingertips on the mat, lift the left heel. Try and bend towards the right thigh as you squeeze your left glute to lift the leg. And when you sit down, you will be facing the right side of the mat with the left leg extended in a spinal twist. I'm bending the left knee, grabbing the right foot, bending with my right hand, bending the right leg, extending the left leg out to the right side of the mat, and sit your bum on the mat. Your left leg should be straight. And the right foot is across. Turn around, right hand behind you, left arm up, inhale. Hug the knee or press the elbow against the knee. Look over your right shoulder. You're coming into a forward fold, facing towards your left, the front of the mat. Untangle. Find your way there, and you're going into crane. Hands on the mat. I'm placing the weight onto the right foot, into the hands. Push up. If you want to go through a standing split, feel free, and bring the foot down. Feet hip distance if you're doing crane. Weight in a forward fold if you don't want to do the hand balance. Option to jump through chaturanga or step down and meet us in downward dog. Inhale, cobra upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. One side done. Piece of cake. Hold it in downward dog and stretch out your shoulders. Lift the left heel, three-legged dog. Inhale, hips are square for me. Push the left foot out to the side. Feel the glutes working. Stop here for a sec. Have a think. Going back to three-legged dog is good. And stepping through, meeting in easy twist. Or see if you can start looking forward and step the left foot on the outside of the left hand. The knee straight as long as you can. Left arm up once you're there. You're fast, guys. Easy twist. See if you want to go through wide-legged forward fold. Right heel, side lunge to the back of the mat. Turn the hips, right heel flat. Shift over, and if it's there, open. Right elbow on the inside of the right knee. Crescent lunge. Take your time. I'm shifting over. You might want to have the hands on the mat. Turn the hips to your left. Left toes are pointing to the front. Inhale, sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior three. Balance. Find the arm position. Lift the right heel. Stand up, stalk, right knee into the chest. If you're going for a big toe pose, make sure the first two fingers on the right side are coming from the inside of the right knee, grabbing the right toe. Extend the spine first. Wherever you want the hands, it doesn't matter. Make sure it helps your balance. See if you can extend the right knee. Doesn't matter how far, but the spine is long. Push it out to the side. This is where my arm is helping me to counterbalance it. And the hard bit for me, releasing into half moon pose. Release the right leg, push it back. Left fingertips on the mat. Right arm up. And stack the shoulders and hips. Hold. Step into reversed warrior. Bend the left knee and step the right foot to the back. Sweep the arms up. Lift the left heel if it's there. Left fingertips to the ceiling to reverse. Triangle pose. Left heel flat. Straighten the left knee, arms in a T. Shift the left fingertips to the front. And start hinging. Right fingertips reach up. Crown of the head is pointing to the front of the mat. Long spine. Bend the left knee, airplane lunge, level the hips, getting ready for a standing split. Fingertips towards the mat and lift the right heel. Use your right glute to lift the leg. Fold your chest towards the thigh. Feel the left hamstring stretching. If you sit down on your bum, your right knee will be straight. I'm bending right knee otherwise. Reaching left hand up, grabbing the ankle, top of my foot. Start bending the left knee and straighten the right knee across to the left side of the mat. Start sitting down. Land your bum on the mat. Right leg straight, left foot across. Left fingertips behind you. Right arm up to extend. As you exhale, press into the elbow, into the knee, or hug it. Look over your left shoulder. Standing up for crane. Hands are coming to the front of the mat. I'm leaning into the hands and the left foot. Lift the right heel behind you if you want for another standing split and land it. Feet hip distance if you're doing crane. You can do a little stretch here or go for crane. Option to step down, meet me in downward dog, or jump through. Make sure your neck is long when you open the front of the body. Meet me in downward dog. Guys, take a little break if you need it. Find child's pose if you need it. Or stay in downward dog, you've got one more round. I'm going to go from downward dog. Leave out bits and pieces if you need to. I'm not going to go too fast. Find your downward dog. And lift the right heel, three-legged dog, hip square. Start pushing the right foot out to the side. I'm going to stop here. Easy twist in the front. You can push back or step the right foot to the front. Right knee bent in the front. Right arm up. Easy twist. Side lunge onto the left heel. I'm going slow. Going through wide-legged forward fold. Hands on the mat is good. Once you're on your left heel, open. Left elbow on the inside of the left knee. Crescent lunge towards your right. I'm closing the hands. I'm turning the hips. I'm sweeping the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior three. Lift the left heel, balance. Stand up into stalk or big toe pose. Left knee up. Find a long spine first. And see if you want to extend, but it doesn't matter because pushing the left knee out to the side, still challenging your balance. Start pushing the foot or the left knee out. Hard bit. Release. Half moon. Fix your gaze. Right fingertips to the mat. Stack the hips and shoulders. Find it and hold. Reversed warrior. Step the left foot to the back. Sweep the right arm up. Lift the right heel if it's there. Triangle pose. Right heel flat, right knee straight. Shift the right fingertips to the front and start hinging. Left fingertips pointing up. airplane lunge. Bend the right knee first and then level the hips. Just a preparation for standing split, and sweep the fingertips to the mat. Lift the left heel. Take your time to stretch the right hamstrings, to squeeze the left glute, to bend. Fold your thigh towards the right thigh. Your chest towards the right thigh. I'm bending left knee. If you sit down already, your left knee will be extended. I'm grabbing the left ankle with the right hand. Bending right knee to push the left leg across. Leaning into the left hand. And sit down. Spinal twist. Right hand behind you. Pressing the left elbow onto the right knee. Crane in the front of the mat. I'm reaching fingertips towards the front, which means I'm coming to my left, pressing into the hands and standing up. Landing feet hip distance if you're doing the crane. You can take a breath here. You can fold, or you can go for your crane. This is the last one. Actually, we have one more crane after this. Go for your chaturanga if you do, or meet me in downward dog. Meet me in downward dog. Take one more breath. Last one. Lift the left heel, three-legged dog. Square the hips. Push the left foot out to the left. Hold, pause here for a sec, just for fun. Meet me in easy twist. Stepping left foot to the front. Bend the left knee. Left arm up. Side lunge onto the right heel. Hands on the mat is always good. On the right heel, once you're there, right elbow on the inside of the right knee. And open if it's there. Crescent lunge in the front. Again, walking the hands over is good. Turn the hips. Sweep the arms up. Crescent lunge. You're bending the left knee. Warrior 3. Find the balance, lift the right heel. Stand up into stalk or big toe pose. Make sure the right elbow is on the inside of the right knee. Reach down. Lengthen spine first. See if you want to extend or not. Right foot out to the side. Now see if you can release. Push the right foot back. Left fingertips are coming to the mat. Half moon pose. Stack the shoulders and hips. Draw belly button in. Hold. Breathe. Bend the left knee. Step into reversed warrior. Right foot in the back. Ooh. Sweep the left arm up. Lift the left heel if it's there. Triangle pose, left heel flat, extend the left knee, arms in T, shift forward, start hinging. Bend the left knee, airplane lunge, bend the left knee first, square the hips. Standing split, sweep the arms onto the mat, lift the right heel. Take a few breaths. Feel the stretch in the left hamstrings. Feel the work in the right glute. If you're sitting down, your right knee is going to be extended. I'm bending right knee to reach up with my left hand. Bending left knee while I'm extending the right knee out to my left. Leaning to the right hand and sit down. Left fingertips behind you. Look over your left shoulder. One more crane if you want. Reach the fingertips towards the front to your right. Lean into the hand and into the left foot. This side is so much harder. I'm sweeping through a standing split and right foot lands. You can fold if you want. You can do crane, you can jump through chaturanga. Pick one and meet me in a forward fold in the front of the mat. Lovely. Meet me in a forward fold. And then once you're there, roll your spine up slowly. Step one leg back, come into a wide-legged forward fold. Don't fold just yet. Just find a wide stance. Feet parallel. Inhale, reach up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge, and sweep onto the mat. One up high. And then go down. Excellent time to headstand. I know you want to. I can see you're thinking about it, or stretch with me. Bendy ones, bring the feet slightly closer to each other. And see if you can turn the tailbone up and then fold. You're leaving a bit more space for your head, a bit more stretch in the hamstrings. Take a couple more breaths. Bend your knees. I'm putting hands on the mat to flatten the back. And hinge up. Come to the front of the mat. One more sun salutation, leave it out. After the sun salutation, you've got glute stretching pigeon or on your back, whatever suits you. Inhale, sweep up. Leave this out if you don't want to do it. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. And exhale, last downward dog-ish. Stretch those shoulders. Pigeon, right shin comes behind the wrists. Guys, if you're doing your glutes on the back, just stay there. Don't bother coming back up, because you're just doing the glutes both ways. Lift the chest. Wiggle around. Right knee safe. Finely stretching the glutes, leveling hips. Take a big inhale and exhale forward. See how far it takes you. I like to put my head on a block or rest your head on the mat. Find a stretch and focus on dropping the left hip towards the mat. And take a few deep breaths. If it gets too much on your knees, go onto your back and go do a glute stretch on your back. I like to give you the option to stay here or stretch the hip flexors if you straighten up. And you promise me not to hurt your back, to reach the left arm to the back and bend the left knee to pull it into your bum. Now I'll give you an option here. Roll yourself onto the right bum cheek. And there you go, it's a bit easier. And then pull the left heel onto your bum. And that should be easier. You know, want to make it harder. Turn the hips down. And I'm putting the left toes into the left crook of my arm. But that might hurt your back, so please be careful with that. If you feel the front of your left hip, your left thigh, you're there. Lovely. Releasing out of it slowly. And again, one more quick downward dog just to untangle, but stay there because we are doing the glutes the other way. Let's bring the left shin behind the wrists. I'm lengthening that stance, lifting the chest, inhaling into a long back, and exhale, walk the hands forward if it's there, but think about dropping the right hip towards the mat. I like to rest my head on the block or on the mat. Whatever is comfortable, as long as you feel your left hip stretching, you're there. If you want to straighten up and stretch the front of your right thigh, you either sit onto your left bum cheek and grab the right foot, or turn the hips down. And I kind of need to turn around so the right toes are going into the right crook of my arm. Lift the chest, try not to lean too much forward, because you try and lengthen that line in the front of your body between your right shoulder, right hip, right thigh, knee, and ankle is all in the front, a long line. You try and open it and lengthen it. And then release slowly. Push into one more downward dog if it feels good. I like to pedal it out. Find yourself on your bum. I'm crossing the ankles. I'm going to give you a couple of options to open the front of your body to do a back extension. If you have a roller, a block, you can always put the block just around the middle of your back. Open and hang down. You can always do a shoulder bridge. You can always do a wheel. Guys, find something that you can hold for about 5 breaths maybe, or mix and match. Maybe do 1, maybe do 2. Make sure there is no back pain and you feel the front of your body opening. They are a little bit different. So have a little play. Make sure you're opening the front of your body. Make sure there is some kind of a stretch going on in the front of your hips and or in the front of your shoulders. And then very slowly ease out of the stretch. Make sure you're safe and take your time. Have a little lie down for another breath or 2. And then bring the heels up to your bum, or wherever you are, just roll onto your side. And bring yourselves into a seated position so we can finish with your neck stretches. Long spine, shoulders back away from your ears. Ear to shoulder one way and hold. You can close your eyes, take long breaths. Change. Back to center and drop the chin to the chest. Gentle pull with the fingertips if you want to stretch and feel it in the back of your neck. Release the head and take the big circle one way. Check in with the shoulders. Try and drop them downwards towards the mat. Change direction. Once you're back to center, just lift your chin slightly so you're freeing up your airways. Bring the hands to the heart center. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaste.